Hey guys, yo guys, it's me, MawinSwag's, aka the Big Bopper, coming at you with... It sucks. Hi, it's me, MawinSwag. Some of you might recognize this voice, some of you might not. The only way you have is either if you've been subscribed for a very long time or if you've actually gone and looked through my older videos, either which case, I am very, very sorry. So here we are, welcome to the 100 subscriber Q&A video, which is, as of now, the 5,000 subscriber Q&A video. Every time I sat down and planned to make this, I ended up just getting like another 1,000 subscribers in like 2 days. So here we are, better late than never, I guess. It's given me a lot more time to come up with good questions, so hopefully it'll result in a half-decent experience for the, I presume, 500 of you who will see this. Yay, 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 let's get right into it. Starting off light, we have our first question. What makes a good 64 sound font conversion? Well, viewer Cole, I would say that it's a 50-50 mix of experimentation and, well, mixing. Really taking the time to go through all of the sound fonts available to you and find the one that best fits the song, as well as making it sound as nice as possible, really goes a long way to make a high quality sound font video. Next question, favorite food? Breadsticks. What sparks your idea for new albums, and how do you approach making a sound font cover? Typically, the albums that I choose to make into these sound font videos are either ones that I personally like or ones that have been requested numerous times by people in the comment section of the videos. I really like the viewer requested videos because they're not always albums I've heard before until making the videos, and they really let me not only experiment with my ability to make these videos, but also experiment and expand my music taste as a whole, which is always nice. And in terms of how I approach making a sound font cover, usually it comes down to saving on time. If there aren't a lot of available tabs to make an album with, I'll usually put that one low on the priority list compared to something that already has like a bunch of reference tabs that I can use to make them, because these already take like 3.5 to 4+ hours to make when there's reference material for me to use, but when there's not, it becomes even harder and harder and harder. Oh hey Ruse, we're going to be seeing them a lot as this video goes forward. Other than the sound font stuff, do you plan on making any other kinds of videos or content that you'd like to put out? Well yes, I've had ideas for video essays in my head for a while now, mostly in relation to music, especially in relation to industrial metal, so whenever I find the time and the energy for it to not be an obligation, then yes, you will be seeing some of those videos from me. What is your favorite metal band? That would most definitely be Ministry. In the beginning, this sound font craze of mine was almost solely dedicated to Ministry, and I've been tabbing Ministry songs well before I started doing them, so yeah, I have a little bit of an obsession, you might say. Do you know how to play an instrument, and if yes, what bands inspired you to pick up that instrument? Yes, I do know how to play an instrument. I've been playing bass for about 3.5 years, and actually, funnily enough, it wasn't metal musicians that inspired me to play bass. It started off with a lot of Motown stuff, mostly like Stevie Wonder and the like, and that really nice groovy style and very high volume of the bass in the mixing was just like hypnotizing to me, and it kind of brought me further and further down the bass rabbit hole until I discovered grunge and metal and stuff like that. What's your favorite video game? Probably either Fallout New Vegas or Hades. Those would definitely be in my top 5 for sure. What is your favorite album? Probably Ministry's Psalm 69. Do you have any other bands in mind for you to make in the future? Yes, definitely. Probably Primus, Carcass, Testament, Megadeth, Anthrax, a lot of Pantera perhaps. There's a lot of ideas that I have rummaging around in my decrepit little brain. Has there ever been an album you wanted to do that you found to be a true challenge? Yes, definitely. I've wanted to do Primus for so long, not only because people have been requesting it, but also because I like Primus, but dang, Primus is really hard to transfer into the sound font in a way that I'm satisfied with, so that's also one that I'm just gonna have to push away for a while, but I'm not throwing it out entirely, because I like Primus. Les Claypool's the bomb. Let's go. Oh, hi again, Roos. I told you we'd see them again sooner or later. This is gonna be a very long string of questions, so let's just jump right into it. What kind of bands did you grow up listening to? Well, as mentioned, it started off with a lot of Motown and disco and Stevie Wonder alike, but sometime in like summer of 2017, I really started to get into grunge, which really fueled my alternative / harder rocking explosion of fandom and the like. Later on, while I was like in my weird Spotify searching phase, I found this little band called Lard and this little song called Fork Boy, which eventually helped me discover Ministry, which is how I got to where I am today, where I'm like a industrial metal weirdo and I like all that Nine Inch Nails, strapping young lad kind of deal. What Super Mario 64 sound font video is your favorite or the one you're most proud of? Well, that one has a couple of answers to it. I have a soft spot for the Filth Pig one, not only because I like Ministry and I just liked making that album because I just love the band, but also because I think that one has aged the best of the earlier ones. Some of them had some like parts of them that I hadn't changed as I went along, so they kind of sound a little worse, but that one still sounds primo. Of course, I have some pride in the And Justice for All one, considering that one is by far the most popular one on my channel and pretty much completely and solely responsible for my explosion in popularity that I've seen, because it's like at over 300,000 views as of now. And while it isn't my favorite sounding, it is probably like the one people like the best, so of course I have a little bit of pride in that one. But in terms of which one I think sounds absolutely the best, it'd probably have to be either the Black Album one or the Magma one. Those two just like, I think the addition of vocals really did make those pop severely, and I like them for that, even if I don't plan on doing vocals very often from now on. When making the sound fonts, do you do all the tabbing by ear, or do you use references and help from other tabs / sheet music? The answer is yes. Depending on whether or not there is existing tablature information for me to use, I will absolutely use them to my advantage, but if that information doesn't exist, then I will just have to sit down and listen to the song by ear and tab it bar by bar, which for the Ministry, System of a Down, and Gojira ones, I did have to do a lot more of, because there's some songs that there's just like no information online about tablatures or anything like that. Other interests and hobbies you have? I'm a writer. I've been writing a novel on and off for about 3 to 4 years now, and I'm hoping to get it finished by the end of the summer, so maybe you stay tuned for that, who knows? Any fun facts about you? I am extremely fruity. Happy Pride Month. How has doing all these albums back to back been for you? To be honest, it's kind of been physically and spiritually taxing to do these, and at this point it's like doing physical damage to my hearing, so don't just like expect for the quantity of them to slow down dramatically after this video comes out, but you know, it is the way it is. Favorite color? Purple. Favorite blood type? O positive. Where do you live? Address? What time do you sleep? Social security number? My address is 1. How do you make these so fast? Stay tuned. And goodbye. Tee hee hee. Okay, wait, how do I turn this